Roger's about 5'9".
Is that a what are you looking for from that position?
Competition, and see who's going to step up and become the full-time guy. But right now, for the situation where you got to go half and half, you get half and half. But especially with Pat, because he's got the more experience, now he's got to mature into being a 50, 60 play type of guy.
Will the other guy be the fifth back in the 5-back set, or would you?
Who's the other guy?
Whoever doesn't play that position.
Yeah, it's kind of I did a couple times this year. It kind of went back and forth. We had the better week, and sometimes you get a feel. Sometimes in pre-game, who's going, who's doing what, who's focused, who's ready to go. So, it's a situation. Continue to evaluate it and just see who's going to be the most consistent.
What does each guy bring?
They're both. Roderick is probably a little more athletic, because he played on both sides of the ball. He's more of an offensive guy, learning how to play position. And early on in Pat's career, he was an offense, and they moved him over. But again, both his social athleticism and chance to make plays for us.
Thank you.
David, you can judge the talent, but for, at least numbers-wise, it looks like you've got more out there. Like I said, is that true? Do you have a little bit more depth now, or is it just you don't have enough guys even for you?
Never have enough guys. Never have enough. We have some numbers right now. I wouldn't say depth, because in those numbers you got two guys who just technically should be in high school right now. So again, they're just a number. But it is good to have some numbers. Got some guys to work with and everything, and just hopefully we got to develop some depth. Out of those numbers.
How do you work with guys? Some that are fifth-year seniors, some that, as you said, should still be in high school. How do you sort of equalize that learning curve out?
Well, you just kind of, and that's the thing, you got to kind of keep it in perspective with the guys that should be in high school. I think you got to get on them, but at the same time, you got to be careful because they haven't been here a full semester. They haven't, they don't really know what it takes to play on this level yet. And but at the same time, with the mixture of the older guys, within time or actually when you come back and start camp, that they know what they have to do and what it takes to be a ball player here.
With Jenkins and Miller getting significant time last year, are they different players this spring than they were last fall?
Yeah, a little bit. Taking baby steps, and ways got like talk about. It's a situation now where they got to mature and be more of a full-time guy as part of a sub guy. Now somebody's got hopefully play 50, 60 plays as opposed to 15 or 20 plays, and if it gets into it where we got to split those 50, then great. Which you'd like to anyway. With the SWAT package, we'll continue to do that also. So.
What are some of the things that you feel the younger guys are doing at this point?
It's hard to say. Just the fourth practice and looking at tape. I think they're wanting to be good. They're trying. I think actually that's half the battle. They'll come out and try and work hard. Give them a chance.
How much do you think putting pads on today sort of affected how they did on the field?
Oh, big time. It looked like it's never as good as it really is. Never as bad when you're going and look at the tape, but just looking at it over, we look a little sluggish. It's amazing. I mean, heck, we had the shoulder pads on. So, we just put a little pan on it, and heck, they wear those little pads, and it looked like they're running in quicksand. So it'd be interesting to see go in there and watch the film and see how good it was or how bad it was.
What's Tandy been doing? I'm sure you probably answered this already, but what's he been doing to kind of help them along?
It's more so what hasn't he been doing, and he's just a great guy to coach, and to watch his progress over the last 3 years has been great. Now he'll take a rep on the outside and he'll jump back and take a rep on the inside, and you look over, he's coaching one of the guys. He does it all, which is great. And the great thing about it is sometimes as a senior you kind of get that senioritis, and especially in spring ball, out there not getting hurt and not lot, trying to get better, and keeps doing that. I mean, he's still working things that he needs to work at, and he's doing exactly what he needs to do to be successful.
He said that he got so many picks last year because no one wanted to throw the ball to Brandon Hogan. Do you think he can be that kind of corner, be that Brandon Hogan corner this season?
I think he can. I mean, now it's going to probably be just the opposite. He'll be the guy that they won't throw against. Now it helps him out when we go swat, when we move him inside. So sometimes it's hard not to throw in there and stuff. So he's going to work at it. He's going to study tape. He's going to prepare to put himself in position. Okay, where to throw it to have an opportunity to make plays.
How invaluable is a guy like that, especially in spring, as you said, where he's not just cashing it in for senioritis, he's out there doing other things, helping you guys, coach the younger guys. How invaluable is a guy like that?
Well, it's huge because, again, with some younger guys, I can emphasize, a couple on some, a guy that might need a little more of the attention as opposed to the other. And you turn around, look over, and he's, got two younger guys, so I can take one, he kind of takes the other kind of deal. So it is huge because, again, it's almost like having another coach out there, helping you out.
We don't get to see a lot of practice, but what we do see, it seems like the competitive level is there on both sides of the ball. You guys as coaches sensing that and happy with that?
Yes, I mean, and that's what it's that's what it's all about. You get to a situation where at the end of the day we're the same team, but when you line up there, in between practice, your job is to compete. And get after it. If I'm competing, my buddy's competing. At the end of the day, we should be pretty good. In the long run, as a team, we'll be pretty dang good.
You mentioned watching early film. You get to see more guys more often just because of the formations the offense uses, and you got to have more of your guys out there to defend them, right?
Yeah, exactly. And it's good because it's we're getting this formation, that formation, and sometimes you get a certain scheme, you don't see certain stuff. So we're getting it all from formation to the tempo and everything, which is good. So it'll help us out, and I think what we do on defense in the long run is going to help them out. Because they're seeing different blitzes and guys moving around and so forth. So and that's what you want. You try to service each other, and so again, when it's time to play, we're all one. Ain't no more offense and defense, baby. We're all one, and our objective is to get as many wins as we can get.
After a week of seeing it, what are the challenges you face in defending an offense like this?
Well, not too much because hopefully we're not going to face one like this. It does it. So, again, our job is to, obviously get the ball back, for our offense and stuff. But again, one thing we should be in shape, when they go the tempo deal. But and again, it kind of fits in with what we do also because we're not, we don't huddle on defense and we get the call, get lined up and go play. So, I mean, it should be a benefit for both of us in the long run.
Who's talking more trash right now, offense or defense?
Probably the offense. When you look at the offense and stuff, which is good. Both sides, and it is goes. It's one practice. It's one side of the ball. The other practice, the other side of the ball. Plain and simple. But the bottom line, it seems like they're out there, they're having fun, and they're working hard, and that's what you want to see as a coaching staff.
Go ahead, Ed. But when you're going through these practices, this is the second week in a row where Candy hasn't been here on a Wednesday morning. Do you feel like that helps when you've got a guy who you're comfortable with, obviously, to get those reps with the younger guys? And I mean, if you can talk about that and not having him here and how that compares to having him.
And again, obviously, you like to have him here so it gets but we pretty much know what Keith can do, and instead of when he is here, trying to figure out a rotation of getting this guy in that when he's not here, it makes it a little easier, because you got to have somebody go in and it kind of bumps everybody up, and you throw guys around and get different looks and stuff and see who does what. So it's kind of hand in hand.
Has anybody seized that opportunity and really kind of shown you something? I know it's only been
too early, and again, just it seems like every time I was kidding Brantuan today, I put him with the ones a little bit. I caught him kind of jogging out there in the field a little bit. I should have told you, you screwed me because I put you with the ones and you think you arrived and here we go. But they're doing a pretty good job for the most part.
When you get so many reps against a passing offense like this, or that it looks like there's been so many passing reps, how much does it help the younger guys maybe grow up a little quicker?
It does, but it's still different, okay, because it's just practice, it's just coach, there's nobody in them stands, so, you know, it kind of, it's a little different feeling when the stadium's packed and coach is not standing behind you on the sideline. So, but again, it gives them more opportunities to see, you know, different routes and the ball thrown, which, you know, obviously as a defensive back coach, it helps.